Kalief was arrested for allegedly stealing a backpack when he was walking home from a party in the Bronx when he was 16. And he could not afford bail. He was sent to Rikers Island, and he stayed there for 3 years because his family could not physically get him out with money, and he was appointed a public attorney that really did not advocate for him as an individual.
Can I ask? His mother did raise the money, right? But didn't
sure,
raise it too late?
It's kind of an interesting twist to the story. Is that their lack of funds is not just for the bail; it's also for the ability to hire a private attorney, someone who can actually look underneath the hood and say, "Wait a second, this isn't right." But as far as the bail goes, it's kind of an intricate process that happens when someone's given bail, and if, for example, they've had a prior charge, which Kalief had, and he was on probation for a very heavy probation sentence. And what happened is an immediate violation of probation. So if you have a lawyer who's aggressive, someone that you're paying, they can kind of sift through that, and they can go and tell the Department of Probation, listen, my client is innocent of this crime, and we need to work through it, and get this sorted out. And usually, Department of Probation would take heed to that. But since his bail was not paid, the moment he was arraigned, this is a critical point for many people who are caught up in the system. When your bail is not paid, the moment that you're arraigned, you immediately appear to be weak in the eyes of the prosecutor. Well, why isn't this person putting up money to get out? If you have a court-appointed lawyer, well, look, this person has a court-appointed lawyer, and then the screws start to tighten. And that's exactly what happened for Kalief. So he had this violation of probation, which within the first week or two, he would have been able to get out. Had his money been brought to that court or to Rikers Island to bail him out that night, he would have been home, and he would have been able to fight the case outside, most likely. But what happens is that he doesn't pay, and within a week, this kind of crazy mechanical system starts to devour him. And the violation of probation then forces him to be what's called remanded, where he is now no longer to leave, no matter even if he came up with $100,000. And then the judges who keep seeing him keep reinforcing that remand order instead of challenging it. And he's just caught up in this mechanism that chews people alive. And many folks, in order to get out of it, they just say, I did it. And then they get to go to prison where they at least know that they have a sentence. Keep in mind, pretrial detention in New York City is many times, if you're fighting a case and you're alleging that you're innocent, pretrial detention is longer than the sentence if you were convicted.
And how long did Kalief spend at Rikers?
He spent a little over 1,000 days, actually more than that. He spent...
Close to 3 years.
He spent 3 years, yeah, very close to 3 years.